Hello and welcome to this episode. Today we are going to talk about the new kind of threat, which were Nihils in the Star Wars saga. First of all, who are they? The Nihil aren't just a simple pirate gang, they're a huge group of space marauders with a terrifying goal to tear the Galactic Republic apart and throw the entire galaxy into chaos. Unlike some villains driven by money or power, they are guided by the belief that the current order is wrong and needs to be destroyed. The destructive philosophy has its origins in a long forgotten cult called the Path of the Open Hand, despised the Jedi and the Force, believing they were oppressive. After lurking in the shadows for centuries, the Nihils were reborn under a new enigmatic leader, Marchion Ro, known ominously as the Eye. Took control of the Nihil, he is cunning and cold strategist with a great plan to reshape the galaxy. Unlike past leaders, Ro unlocked the secret of ancient, hidden hyperspace routes called paths, and that changed everything. But how the Nihil were organized? First, we've got at the bottom the sparks. These are the lowest of the low in the Nihil's rank, basically cannon fodder. They are thrown into dangerous battles with little regard for their lives. Then we've got the clouds, sparks who survive and prove themselves vicious and loyal enough get promoted to clouds. They lead the sparks and make sure everyone below them obeys. The storms. Consider these the cunning captains of the Nihil. Each storm leads a group of clouds, coming up with brutal plans and striking fear into the hearts of their enemies. Tempest Runners. These elite commanders answer only to Marchion Ro. They control huge warships called Tempest and carry out the most dangerous missions. The Eye. Marchion Ro sits on the top of it all. He's undisputed leader, the one pulling the strings and setting the Nihil's destructive course. We don't know his ultimate goal, but he's obsessed with gaining power and control. Marchion Ro is not just some pirate brute. He's a brilliant schemer who sees the Republic and the Jedi as obstacles in his path. With a cold and calculating mind, he uses the Nihils like pawns on a galactic chessboard. More than just wealth and dominance, Ro craves a new age for the galaxy, one where he calls the shots. He sees the unpredictable violent paths as his trump cards for achieving this. But why Nihils were so dangerous? Because unlike the Republic, which uses safe and well-known hyperspace routes, the Nihil have tapped into the paths. These are wild, unpredictable shortcuts throughout hyperspace unknown to most travelers. Because of the paths, the Nihil can seemingly pop out of nowhere, attacking a peaceful system in the blink of an eye. Then, just as quickly, they can vanish back into hyperspace, leaving Republic forces scrambling to catch up. Marchion Ro got his hands on the knowledge of the paths by tricking Mari Santaka, a navigator with a rare connection to the Force. As someone naturally sensitive to hyperspace, her abilities were twisted into weapons for the Nihil's benefit. Forget any ideas, fair fights. The Nihil were savage. They target planets full of civilians, causing massive destruction just to spread fear and make the Republic look weak. Their spaceships might look like piles of junkyard scraps cobbled together, but they're surprisingly fast and tricky to fight. Plus, the Nihil swarm their enemies with huge number of smaller fighters, overwhelming them. The Nihils carry also terrifying chemical weapon, a gas that paralyzes their enemies. With it, they can take over a ship or a town without much resistance, adding to their reputation for cruelty. making them even more unpredictable and dangerous. Nihil warriors constantly use drugs that make them super aggressive and numb to pain. Fighting them is like facing a horde of berserker zombies. But what about that paths? Why are they so dangerous? Most galactic civilizations rely on established predictable hyperspace lanes for travel and trade. The Nihil, with their mastery of paths, shattered these assumptions. They could materialize from seemingly nowhere, wreaking havoc before anyone could mobilize a defense. The paths allowed the Nihils to strike remote, poorly defended systems, then disappear before reinforcements could arrive. This made the entire galaxy feel vulnerable, undermining the Republic's ability to maintain the order. The sudden, seemingly out-of-the-blue attacks caused panic and demoralizations. The fear of where and when the Nihils would strike again became a powerful weapon, destabilizing star systems long before any blaster were fired. Remember the Nihil's origins lie in the ancient code that despised the Jedi? They saw the Jedi Order as a symbol of the established system they sought to obliterate. The Jedi protectors of peace and balance become their natural adversaries. The Jedi's use of the Force clashes with the Nihil's belief in chaos and distractions. Jedi see the Force as a source of harmony. The Nihil view it as a tool of oppressions to be broken. The Republic with the Jedi as its guiding force become the Nihil's primary target. To them, every fallen Jedi and every weakened star system become a victory, their pursuit to overthrow the galaxy's order. The Nihil, under the cold leaderships of Marchion Ro, emerge as a unique threat to the Galactic Republic. Their combination of unconventional tactics, disregard for life, and use of the paths made them a formidable enemy. They were more than just pirates. They were driven by a warped ideology determined to tear down the every foundation of the galaxy. The Jedi Order, champions of peace and justice, become the natural counterforce to Nihil's chaotic rise. The conflict between them represents a clash of ideologies, a battle for the very soul of the Republic. And with the Nihil's ability to strike at will, the fate of the galaxy hung in the balance. The High Republic era marks a dark and turbulent chapter in Star Wars history. With the Nihils and their mastery of hyperspace, heroes like the Jedi face a challenge unlike anything the galaxy has seen before. It's a desperate time where bravery, strategy, and the strength of the Force will be tested more than ever. If you would like to know how Nihils ended, you can find that in the book that I encourage you to read. That book you can find in the description. If you would like to know more about another topics in the Star Wars saga, just leave it in the comment. And if you would like to know something more about Harry Potter, we've got also that topic at our channel. So see you at the next episodes.